It's 4:29 p.m. and it is September 21st, 2020. Okay, now this is sort of like a Q&A. What I want to know to all those targeted individuals or those who's targeted and stumble upon this video, I want to know that if you could live life different and do things differently from what has happened to land you into this program, would you do that? And I know everybody's situation is different from mine. So let me give you a little insight. I was that person who wanted my cake and eat it too, if that makes sense. So, like the saying goes, the grass is green on the other side. I was that guy who would sit on the fence, man. And I really didn't pick a side, whether I wanted to be good or bad in my life. So, it's things that I have done that I'm not proud of, laws that I have broken, selling drugs and whatnot, back and forth, in and out of jail, disobedient to law enforcement and authority, just a rebel, feeling like the world is mine, doing what I really wanted to do. So, what I'm trying to say, I guess, is if you could do things differently, would you, versus going through what we go through now as targeted individual? Because I can tell you from personal experience, it might don't sit right with a lot of you guys, but life is so much better being a robot, if you know what I mean. Like, none of us know how the afterlife is, if there even an afterlife. Me personally, I'm an energy type being, so I believe that my energy, once I die, will be dispersed back into the universe. Whether I be reincarnated, who's to say? No one actually been on that side of the field and came back to bear witness and to give actual testimony on like what's life after death. So what I'm saying is the people who still plugged into the matrix is living their best life, bro. And given what we go through as targeted individuals, I wouldn't dare sign up for this. Torture, direct energy weapons, radio frequencies. I would rather live in the fucking matrix. Suffice to say, now I know a lot of us disagree with that because we're already on this side of the field. We're already on that. So it's easy to rebel and to say that we're consciously woken. Not saying that I'm not, but I'm not dumb either though, bro. I'm not dumb. And I know that a lot of us don't want to go through what we're going through, bro. We don't. Who would sign up for torture on a day-to-day basis? Who would sign out to be outcasted from the very society that I rebelled against? Like, who would actually sign up for this, though? That's like signing your own death certificate, bro. So it's like, to me, people end up on this side and they find coping mechanisms to help them feel or to deal with the situation at hand. I'm a realist, and I wouldn't wish this shit on my worst enemy, bro. Like, literally, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. And I know that I'm not perfect, and I know that I can't have one foot in and one foot out, so I can't sell drugs and not respect authority or obey the rules of society and question them at the same time and expect for that same society or system to be there to pick me up when I fall or get in trouble. Like, that's sort of like having my cake and eat it too. So even with the whistleblowers, like, you signed up for this, you signed up for this job. No one made you go and apply for this job. So it's like that history has showed us time and time again that people like the JFKs, the Martin Luther Kings, the Malcolm X's in this world, they don't exist when dealing with companies that's playing with billions of dollars. You understand what I'm saying? So you have one man who's the cause for uprising to go against billion-dollar entities who share the same agenda. So it's like you're signing your own death warrant. Like nothing has changed for hundreds of years. Nothing have changed, bro. The rules are still the same. The rules are still the same. The rules are still the same. Now we're ripped away from society, and like I said, I think people just use certain situations as a certain religions and certain beliefs as a coping mechanism. But me, like I said, I'm a realist, and I'm pretty sure none of us enjoy going through the torture that we endure every day. We just deal with it the best way we can to maintain some level of sanity, bro. Like, if you knew what you knew before becoming a target, I'm pretty sure a lot of us would have crossed over and did what it was that made us a target. If we knew that this came with it, I'm not gonna lie to myself, bro. And I would handle things so much differently, bro. Here it are, we are suffering for pride and being self-righteous. Some of us thinking that we could change the world, thinking that it's our sole duty to do this and do that, bro. The world is ass backwards, bro. It's like good is bad and bad is good. Not saying that I condone being bad or vice versa. It's just that sometimes we have to pick our battles wisely, bro. And those same faith and religions that everybody believe in, it's like, what good are they doing for us, though? What good, honestly? Like, so my question is, if you could change anything in your life about what made you a targeted individual, would you be willing to accept that and to roll with the punches in life, so to say? Or would you still be self-righteous and think that you're doing something for a bigger cause? Because I found myself digging into conspiracy theories like years ago. If any one of you is my Facebook friends, you could go back to 5, 6 years ago and see I was speaking on CERN. See I was speaking on the Department of Defense signing contracts in 2014 in December with Walmarts that if anything goes on U.S. soil, then they could turn all the Walmarts into FEMA account. I was that guy who see Walmart and you flip it backwards and it's abbreviated for martial law. I was that person, and really like, for what? Like, for what? It's like, mind the business that pays you, in a sense, because we speak on things like this that we have no control or no power on. We knowingly or not knowingly mark ourselves as targets, bro. It's like when we're not in the power, place, or position to change absolutely nothing. We had presidents. We had like big public figures such as Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, who was all fighting for the right thing, and we see what that got them. So it's like history has showed us time and time again, bro, who runs the world. Not saying that I agree with it, but it's the program. It's the program. I believe that nothing lasts forever. So in a sense that when it's the world time to collapse because of all the greed and corruption, then it's not up to me. It's up to the universe to put an end to that, though. But as long as these people have power, have money, have political influence, our thoughts and what we think mean absolutely nothing. It just paints a target on our back. And that's just as real as it get, though. So if you knew the reason why you became a target in the first place, would you live life different?